Hello everyone, welcome to Math5. Today we'll be covering the first topic for GCSE Foundation Maths Paper 3, courtesy of place value. Here are two exam style questions to go through together. There are 78,848 Real Madrid and Bayern Munich fans attending the Champions League match at Allianz Arena. Write down the value of 7 in the number 78,848, 1 mark. Question 2, there are 6 digits, 3, 7, 8, 9, 6, 5. Question 2a, work out the largest possible number using the digits above, 1 mark. Question 2b, use 5 digits to work out a number that is closer to 80,000, 1 mark. I'll show you how to get full marks for both the questions and how to break them down step by step. So for question 1, so the value of the number 7 for 78,848 means 70,000. That's your first mark. Now for question 2a, it says work out the largest possible number using the digits above. And the biggest number that we can think of would be 987,653. That will be your 4 marks. Now for question 2b, use 5 digits to work out a number that is closer to 80,000. So the closest to 80,000 would be 79,865. So these are your 4 marks secured. I hope that was useful. Thanks so much for listening. Hello everyone, welcome to Math5. Today we'll be covering the 25th and 26th topic for GCSE Foundation Maths Paper 3, courtesies of fraction to percentage and percentage increase. Here is an exam style question to go through together. Capital Restaurant's 1.6 meter kebab was initially offered at £287 but was subsequently raised to £325. What percentage has the price increased? 3 marks. And for question 2, convert 121 divided by 169 as a percentage, 2 marks. I'll show you how to get full marks for both the questions and how to break them down step by step. So for question 1, the first step that we need to do is to know our percentage increase formula. So percentage increase is equal to new value minus original value divided by original value multiplied by 100. We know that our new value is £325. Our original value is £287. Therefore, 325 minus 287 divided by 287 multiplied by 100. So these are your 2 marks secured. Now to get the final mark, we plug this in our calculator. That should give us our final answer of 13.2% to 3 significant figures. These are your 3 marks secured for question 1. Moving on to question 2, 121 divided by 169 multiplied by 100 will give us 12,100 over 169. That's your first mark. When we simplify this, that will give us 71.6% to 3 significant figures. These are your 2 marks secured. I hope that was useful. Thanks so much for listening. Hello everyone, welcome to Math5. Today we'll be covering the 39th topic for GCSE Foundation Maths Paper 3, courtesy of two-way table. So here is an exam style question to go through together. One person is chosen at random. Work out the probability of boys watching an action movie and girls watching a comedy movie. Work out the probability that boys watch mystery movies or girls who watch comedy movies. 2 marks. I'll show you how to get full marks for this question and how to break them down step by step. So the first step when solving this question is to be able to look at the two-way table with the known values. So for question 1a, it asks us to work out the probability of boys watching an action movie, so boys, action movie, and girls watching comedy movie, girls, comedy movie. Remember, when the word says and, it means multiply. So let's just say boys watching an action movie be AB and girls watching a comedy movie be MC. So probability of boys watching action movie and girls watching comedy movie is equal to the probability of AB multiplied by probability of CG. That's your first mark. Next, we plug in our values. So 48 over the total, which is 386, multiplied by 72 over 386, that will give us 864 over 37,249, or 0.0232 to 4 decimal places. These are your 2 marks secure for question 1A. Moving on to question 1B, it says work out the probability boys watch mystery movies or girls who watch comedy movies. Now, all we need to do is add them up together because of the OR rule. OR means plus. So, probability of boys watching mystery movies or girls watching comedy movie is equal to probability of BM plus probability of GC. That's your first mark. Now we plug this into our calculator. 65 over 386 plus 72 over 386 is equal to 137 over 386, or 0.3549 to 4 decimal places. These are your 2 marks secured. I hope those are useful. Thanks so much for listening. Hello everyone, welcome to Math Fire. Today we'll be covering the 43rd topic for GCSE Foundation Maths Paper 3, courtesy of frequency tree. Here is an exam style question to go through together. 160 customers were asked to name their favorite meal from Morley's. 80 customers favored 6 chicken wings meal, whilst other customers favored chicken burger meal. Those who favored 6 chicken wings meal, 35% preferred it to be spicy, the rest non-spicy. Those who favored chicken burger meal, 55% favored to be spicy, whilst the rest non-spicy. Question 1A, complete the frequency tree, 2 marks. Question 1B, using the frequency tree from question 1A, a chicken wings meal was picked at random. Work out the probability that they are spicy, 2 marks. I'll show you how to get 4 marks for this question and how to break them down step by step in the next slide. So we have this frequency tree, so chicken wings, chicken burger, spicy, non-spicy, spicy and non-spicy. Given all the information from the previous slide that we have kept note of, let's complete the frequency tree. We know that there are 160 customers. We're trying to work out for chicken burger meal. So 160 minus 80 equals 80. So that's 80 chicken wings and 80 chicken burger. So that means 80 customers have bought chicken wings, 80 customers chicken burger. Now for spicy chicken wings meal, 0.35 multiplied by 80 is equal to 28. So that's 28 customers wanting to be spicy. The 0.35 comes from the percentage from the previous slide when it mentions 35%. What I did was I converted it as a decimal. So I did 35 divided by 100. So this is where I got it from. Now we need to do the remainder. So 80 minus 28 is equal to 52. So 52 customers wanted to be non-spicy. For spicy chicken burger meal, 55%. So again, 55 divided by 100, 0.55. 0.55 multiplied by 80 equals 44. So that means 44 customers would want their chicken burger to be spicy. Now for the remainder, all we need to do is to 80 minus 44, that will give us 36. So these are your 4 marks secured for question 1A. Now let us do question 1B. So probability of spicy chicken wings meal would be 28 over 80. So 28 divided by 80. Now when we simplify this, so it will be 7 over 20 or 0.35. So these are your 2 marks secured. I hope that was useful. Thanks so much for listening. Hello everyone, welcome to Math Fire. Today we'll be covering the final topic for GCSE Foundation Maths Paper 3, courtesy of estimate of probability. Here is an exam style question split into 2 parts. Justina thinks that the bag of marbles is biased. She believes there are far more red marbles than every other color in the bag. The bag contains marbles in 4 colors: red, blue, green and yellow. Justina tests this by randomly selecting a marble from the bag 500 times. She chooses a red marble 160 times. Question 1A. What would be the relative frequency of choosing a red marble? 1 mark. Question 1B. Would you believe Justina's statements regarding the bag being biased are accurate? Show your answer. 2 marks. I'll show you how to get 4 marks for this question and how to break them down step by step. So looking at question 1A, this should give us a bell from paper 2. When you work out relative frequency, you do the number of times an event occurs divided by the total number of trials. So the number of times an event occurs is our red marble 160 times, and the total would be 500. So therefore we need to do 160 divided by 500 When you plug this in our calculator, that will simplify us to 7 over 25, which is 28%. These are your full marks secured for question 1A. Now looking at question 1B, would you believe Justina's statements regarding the bag being biased are accurate? So she thinks that there are far more red marbles than every other colour in the bag. Now we need to work out the probability of a red marble. We know that there are 4 colours, and probability of picking a red marble would be 1 over 4. So there are 4 outcomes, red, blue, green and yellow, and she selects the red marble, which is 1. So 1 out of 4, 0.25 or 25%. By the way, these are randomly picking a marble. So there's a likelihood of 25% for each one. Now, considering that the relative frequency of selecting a red marble is 28%, a percentage somewhat higher than 25%, we may deduce that the bag contains slightly more red marbles, but the variation of distinction doesn't seem significant. 28% isn't sufficient to conclude the bag is biased without additional testing. So, while Justina's claim may be true, more evidence is needed to demonstrate that the bag is clearly biased towards red marbles. So that will be your final mark. These are your full marks secured. I hope that was useful. Thanks so much for listening.